Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to Morning Brew with, yes, it's your girl, Germaine. And this is our new introduction to Book Club Mondays. So I'm going to get into this message shortly, what Mondays are going to be all about, since we're getting ready to launch our global book club. And so, good morning for those that are chiming in. I hope you had a wonderful holiday weekend. I know we are wrapping up 2025, and boy, there's a lot we can journey back on. So I hope you all are reflecting back over 2025 to see what you've accomplished, what you need to accomplish moving forward in the new year. What are some things you would like to do? And what were some significant changes in your life you decided to make in 2025? What were some upsets? What were some, it's just time to reflect back over so you don't repeat those things you don't want to bring into the new year. You understand, right? Okay. So, good morning for those that are chiming into the community for the first time. We have Andre. Please forgive me if I pronounce your handle wrong, but Adrian.Hill39. Thank you for chiming in over on Instagram. I know we have those that are chiming in that may not chime into the comment section, but hey, if you're stopping by, let me know what you're drinking. I have my coffee, hazelnut. For those that know, I'm a hazelnut girl. And for those that don't know, you can show up and you don't have to drink coffee. You can drink whatever you like, whether it's tea, whether it's juice, whether it's smoothies, whatever your preference is. Just stop by for conversation. That's it. Join the community. Your voice matter, your stories matter. And for those that know and for those that don't know, Morning Brew is all about the power of your story. This is just a platform where we have conversation centered around it. And that's why we're getting into the Morning Brew Book Club. So, me and my team, we decided to make Mondays. Mondays will be the days that we dedicate to the heart of what we're building, which is the Morning Brew Book Club. Now, if you are someone that is an author, that has a desire to be an author, that want a platform that can feel like family, that you can share your story and be a part of a bigger community, then you know what? This is why we're here. Stop by Morning Brew so we can have some conversations so your book can be a part of the books that we spotlight in 2026. All right. So let me get into a little bit about what the Morning Brew book club is going to be about and why it's important for us to designate Mondays as book club Mondays. So today I'm just going to give you an overview of it. And remember, we are here Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, live. So if you were someone that just wants to say, hey, you know what? I got a few minutes. Let me take this quick break. I'm going to tune into Morning Brew with Germaine and see what's going on. I just need a shot of inspiration. I just need, I don't know. I just need to feel like, hey, someone hears me. I'm here. I'm here. All right. So listen to this. I want to make this announcement really quickly because I got so excited. So over the weekend, we hit 500 videos on our YouTube platform. So please, if you are watching on any other platform, please make sure you stop by the YouTube community so you can subscribe to YouTube, even if you watch from Instagram, from Facebook, or LinkedIn. But please make sure you stop by the YouTube channel Morning Brew with Germaine and subscribe over there too. We're building a community, but we did hit 500 videos. Whoo! Can I just give myself And I do that because we forget sometimes to celebrate ourselves. And I don't want to forget, because if you only understood why this is so exciting for me, because I have been, over the years, I've been so inconsistent, putting videos out, not being consistent through follow through. This is the first time Morning Brew with Germaine is the first time I am consistently showing up. So to see that number 500 videos, that is a huge compliment. So yes, I welcome, yes, your congratulations. I welcome, yes, great job. It's because of you all that really gives me the inspiration to say, hey, let's go share today, because somebody might need a shot of something. The word, inspiration, encouragement, empowerment, or just some ideas to say, you know what? I'm ready to do that. I feel so inspired. I'm coming into a new space. This is on my list. I want to be able to share my story. You never know what you may take away from conversations at Morning Brew with Germaine. So, but let me get into a little bit about Book Club Mondays. Now, if you are chiming in from afar, and if you are one of the authors, listen, first of all, let me know where you were chiming in from, what part of the country you're chiming in from. And the reason I want to do that is because the book club is going to reach everywhere. It's not just centralized in my location, my region, my state. No, the book club is going to reach everywhere globally. You never know the authors that may show up to be a part of the conversations about their book, that you can dialogue and ask questions directly. Now, with that being said, if you are an author, I'm saying this, if you are an author, I am going to, you know what, better yet, what I'm going to do in this segment, because we're setting up Book Club Mondays. So it's going to be dealing with all things book clubs, whether it's we're highlighting, spotlighting, talking about some authors who are going to be joining the book club family, whether it's about participants who have some questions. We want to highlight and share those things also. But good morning, Patricia Morgan 9285 over on, she is on YouTube. Good morning, Patricia. And Patricia, maybe you don't know Patricia, but when you chime in, now Patricia is a previous guest on Morning Brew. So if you can go check out her clip on AI. So it was a few weeks ago on Mixed Blend Wednesdays. Make sure you check that out, because they have some phenomenal things that they are launching. They have workshops, seminars. Go check it out, because we don't want to be left behind. AI is where it's at. I hate to say it, it's not going anywhere, right? But Patricia is going to be one of our newest authors joining the HOV publishing family. Yes, Patricia, I'm dropping your information. So I'm excited about it. And we will be meeting this week. So, but with that being said, let me give you some highlights on what you can look for in Book Club Mondays stopping by. Okay. So every Monday, we are going to center on conversations around stories that shape us, authors behind the words, reader reflections and shared takeaways, purpose-driven discussions that move beyond the page. Book club, I feel a little tongue-tied here. Maybe I need to take a sip of my coffee. Hold on. That is good. And bear with me 1 second, because I always forget to turn my ringer off, so we won't have any interruptions. So hold on. I am turning it, on Samsung, because I'm an Android girl. You can actually mute and set the time, how long you want to mute for, and then it automatically flips back over so you don't forget, because I have forgotten to turn my ringer back on. So, okay, that's done. Now, let's talk about this. Okay. Book Club Mondays are where we slow the scroll. We sip intentionally and reconnect with storytelling as a tool for growth, healing, and community. Okay, guys, it's going to be important. So, it's not just me being a book publisher and me just saying, oh, I want to do a book club. No, because it's a lot of work. My team is working super hard behind the scenes to make this happen. So, it is really my heart's desire to really create this platform to give authors a space. Even if your book isn't a new release, if your book is a book that you've put out years ago, but you're still looking for ways to grow your audience, this is for you also. If you're an author that is just unsure about everything, I just had a story I wanted to tell and I took the next steps and I said, you know what? I'm going to put my story out there. But I do want to build a community. I want to be a part of a community that will help me highlight, promote, and share my story that I can spotlight and that I can engage readers to be a part of. This is for you. Now, listen, you may be someone that's thinking, like, you know what? I know I have a story to tell. People tell me this all the time. I just don't know where to start. Good for you, because everybody has a story. But when you acknowledge that you know you have a story and you want to share it, this is for you also, because I'm not just a host of Morning Brew with Germaine. I'm also a book publisher. For those that are new, that this may be your first time engaging, I've been a book publisher, HOV Publishing, which is Hope of Vision Publishing. I've been a book publisher going into my 18th year, almost 600 books later, right? A lot of bestseller books on Amazon, #1 bestseller books, from children's books to autobiographies to self-help books to poetry books to journals. Whatever your story is, it can show up in different formats. We're here to help you. So, I want to say this, and you know what? While I'm talking about it, I'm just going to put a few banners up on the screen. So if you're someone and you're thinking about being an author, then you know what? Stop by hovpub.com just so you can check us out and you can see, hey, is this the family for me? Because I have really been looking for someone that can help me share my story and bring my story to the world, right? So this might be the perfect family for you. You just got to go check us out, right? And I'm real hands on. I'm real hands on with my authors because it's not just about your story. Your story is a bigger, I say a book is it's a part of a bigger picture, right? So it's not just your story, but it's really being able to help you birth and push that story out into the marketplace so people can know your story. It's your story, and you don't want anybody to tell it like you tell it, right? So, yes, this is for you also. So, here at Morning Brew with Germaine, HOV Publishing, it's a bigger picture also for here. And I get so much joy. I get so much joy. And, speak to some of the authors that I am in relationship with, right? That is part of the family. They'll see my energy, they'll see my pure excitement and my pure joy for really being able to help them birth and push their books out into the marketplace. And this is for you. This is for you. So I do want to say, you do not have to be an HOV publishing author to be able to be a part of Morning Brew's book club. It is for anyone that has published a book that may be with different publishers. You own your intellectual property, let me say that. But what you're doing, you're partnering to build your audience, right? So this is all for you. All right. Now that I gave that spiel, let me get back into Morning Brew and why we're doing this. So, but for those authors that are out there, chime into the community and let me know. Yes, Sharon Johnson Myers. Now, thank you for chiming in. Now, I have to tell you guys, because I love my authors. I love my family, my HOV publishing family. So whenever you stop by for coffee and conversation, I'm always going to highlight you. I'm always going to call you out, especially if you chime in the community and I see that you're here. So let me talk a little bit about those that have really helped me to build and shape Morning Brew. Now, I'm going to say Morning Brew, but you really helped me to build my vision, my purpose of HOV publishing. And this is the reason why I do Morning Brew with Germaine. It's because of you. Yes, it is. I wanted to make sure that I created a larger platform that can span further than I could ever imagine to bring your stories to life. Okay, so when I think about the book club isn't just about an autobiography. No, it can come in different, that author and their story can show up in various different ways. All right, but let me talk about, for those that are chiming in, it's the end of the year and I just really want to spread some love. So, Sharon Johnson Myers, you have been with me for years. And Delia is your vision. Delia is the character who feels like she's real life, this little girl who you use in your stories for children's books to really be able to reach those children that may have harder times with engaging with people or may not know how to express their feelings, their thoughts, or their ideas. Delia is that character with her little dog that really help them to be able to express themselves as they're growing into who they're going to become. And I love that. But you can go over to Amazon and pull up Sharon Johnson Myers to be able to see her whole collection of the children's books. And she has, it's not just a book, it's a whole movement. She engages with schools, she engages with organizations dealing with children and adults that really people may feel like they shouldn't be here, or you know what, there's a place for you. But no, she makes it all inclusive to bring them in, to give them the power and the strength that they don't even know they possess. Delia is a special character. So Sharon, thank you so much for being a part of the HOV publishing family, and just being, support for me when you didn't even realize you was. And then we have Leslie George. Good morning, Leslie, my ride or die. Yes, Leslie, whose book, The International Day of the Girl, was the first #1 book on HOV publishing. And that is so special to me because I just believe it just takes one to open up the floodgates for so many other books to follow. And she was that one. She was that one that, you know what? She had her movement. She had her passion through Mosaic to work with women. She just wanted to really give women a voice and a platform. So when we decided to have a conversation and talked about it, and it was like, Leslie, you should do a book and you should give all these women a voice through this story. And she did just that. And her story became the #1. It became a #1 best-selling book on Amazon. And she was my first. You never forget your first, they say, right? So yes, thank you so much, Leslie, who still sticks in there with me. Who still, I am so proud of her because you've heard the saying of paying it forward. Leslie has done just that. She not only has this massive following down in Florida that is not just Florida, it is abroad also, but really being able to empower women, to give them a space to let them know that they are powerful and their voices matter, their stories matter. And she pays it forward because she now does pretty much help them to get their stories out in the marketplace. And it just warms my heart. And I'm just so happy. I'm so happy that God has allowed me to create a space that we all can join in and discover vision, purpose, what our callings are. And I just feel privileged. You have no idea. I feel so privileged that God centers and he covers and he protects and he sends in those from all over the world that I would have never thought. And then he gives those to also share and refer. And I got to talk about Diana Knox Cooper, who is also joining us in conversation in the community today. And I want to say, Diana Knox Cooper, her 3 books trilogy are all out on and Amazon. You can find all these books so you can go pull up these authors. Leslie George, and she has so many books that she's also helped birth into the marketplace with other authors. So but yes, you can pull their stories up right on Amazon. But I want to get back to Diana Knox Cooper because I want to spread some love for those chiming into the community. End of the year. Diana Knox Cooper, I can't say enough about you. You have been with me for over, girl, I want to say about 13 to 15 years. You have been with me, and you are my number one. She is my number one referral queen. Talk about somebody that believes in your vision, not saying everybody else, they believe in the vision, they believe in who I am, I believe in who they are. Diana Knox Cooper she is unapologetic. I have someone for you. I got the perfect publisher for you. Unapologetic. Whereas she refers, and she is someone that has really taken charge to help me spread the word through her platforms, through her connections for this book club as well. Now, I'm always looking for those that want to share the book club. Share the book club. I'll make sure everything's available on the website. And I will share the website momentarily. Morning Brew with Germaine. Let me just put that up on the screen, right? morningbrewwithgermaine.com. You can go there and you can literally participate, become a participant, a reader, or you can become an author. So I need you to go check that out, morningbrewwithgermaine.com, so you can sign up. Sign up now. Let me get back for a second, right? As I'm sharing about those that have chimed into the community, that's a part of my ecosystem. They're part of my HOV family, my Morning Brew family, that has consistently showed up over the years. Over the years. I'm going to try not to cry in this segment, because I get a little emotional. I do. I get a little emotional because you just wake up and you do the work. You just wake up and you do the work. That's it. And the thing is, my heart is always to give wherever I can, always to help wherever I can. And so I get excited. I do. I get excited when people see the value and they see that they take their hard earnings or their time to be able to show up, to show me how much they appreciate what I do. And oh my gosh, I'm crying literally live. Okay, guys, I just need a moment. I need a moment, but my heart is so full because there's so many people. There's so many people that you never know that really care about you, really have your back, and really thankful for all that you do and what you pour into them. And so I'm just expressing, those emotions. So thank you so much for all that you do. And I want to say also, Leslie said, it's okay, you're human. Yes. Diana, yes, we met around 2008 and I started my publishing imprint in 2007. So you've been with me pretty much the whole time, girl, hanging in there. You're crying because you're authentic. Thank you, Sharon. Oh my goodness. Y'all supposed to help me. I don't even have a napkin. I don't even have a napkin next to me, but that's okay. Patricia is so beautiful. Germaine is fine. Yes. This is my heart. This is my heart, right? And I want to say over on Instagram, Black Tech Books. Black Tech is a book also that's probably one of the newest in the Hope of Vision family that came out this when did she come out? She came out this year? No, she came out in 2024. But to me, Teresa Merritt Watson, you were a blessing entering into my life. You came with a package. So Also Gerard Harmon, who is her illustrator, who brings her book images to life, her children's books. But I just want to thank you all so much for being a blessing, being a part of my life. And there's so many more. I'm just highlighting those that are here in the conversation today. But listen, we can't build on our own. We need each other. We need each other to really pour in and help build, God's vision, God's purpose. I mean, that's one thing we do here. We take a pause so we can pour into purpose. And we're always pouring into purpose. Every single one of you, your purpose. And so thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you. Germaine, you never okay. I'm gonna post some of these things. Hold on, let me put up some of these things that are being said in the comments. Diana Knox, with Germaine Miller Summers, you will never know in this lifetime how many lives how many lives you have changed because of your publishing company and the many books you publish. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. I didn't know this show was going to go in this direction. Sharon Johnson Myers, Germaine Miller Summers poured into me and my son, my illustrator. Yes. And you guys are still part of my family as if we just met. And it's been years. But oh my gosh, I am so emotional. Okay, let me get myself together. Oh, thank you, sis, for joining in. Love you too, sis. Oh, okay, let's see. We have Katie D. Hargroves Jenkins. Diana Knox Cooper is truly a gem, sister, and friend. She loves you because she has said it to me. Whew. Guys, I gotta get over this. Thank you, Katie, for sharing that. I'm gonna just say, okay, Patricia, it's so beautiful, Germaine. It's fine. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. And thank you for the space of allowing me to just release in this moment. Thank you so much. Okay. Whew. All right, guys. I need to get focused, but oh my gosh. Thank you. I can't thank you guys enough. All right, guys, we got a lot of work to do because we got we got to get the word out for people to know that all month, whatever month you fall in as an author, your book is going to be spotlighted. We're going to talk about it on book club Mondays. You're going to be able to join in with the community that's reading your book and have questions and giving them an opportunity to speak to you, the author. I am so excited. So, yes, I need help spreading the word, getting the word out there, getting people to register. So, let me get back into my message. And thank you once again for giving me the space to be able to release. Here, let me share some more. Okay. Sharon, let God lead it. You deserve the outpour because you have poured into so many. And you know what? I just show up. Wherever there's a need, I show up. But thank you for trusting me. Thank you so much for trusting me to be able to share your stories with the world and continue to build platforms to share your stories with the world. Thank you so much. I can't do this by myself. I need your stories, right? So, all right, let's see. Where did I leave off at? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm looking at my notes. So, as we prepare for the official Morning Brew Book Club launch, we're gonna launch it. We're gonna take January to really promote it, to get people to register, to get our books lined up. And thank you for my team that is working with me, because Listen, this is the first time I am ever attempting to do something even on this scale. So thank you to my team behind the scenes that's helping me to pull it all together, that is making it possible. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. They are really making it possible for me to be able to do this on top of so many other things I do, right? So thank you. Whew, you make it easy for me. um, all right. So it's going to launch in February. February will be the first month that we launch the first official book. And also, February is Black History Month. So each month, there is a theme for each month. So we're looking for all books that we can see where they're going to fall in the 12 months. So just so you know, it's going to go from February to January 2027. Okay. But this month, January, that's coming up, we got 4 weeks to go hard, to get people registered, to get people lined up, to get authors in, and then we roll it out. so so pretty much Mondays will be, we're going to use it to highlight featured books and authors, introduce upcoming book club selections. Excuse me, we're going to share reflection questions from the weekly pour. Now, I didn't really talk about the weekly pour, but I will touch base on that. And then I'll dedicate another segment to really go into it. And then we also going to share, invite listeners and readers into our, yes, the book club is $1 a month, is $1 a month to register, to sign up for the book club. Okay. And I also want to give a shout out to, hold on one second, because I did see. Okay, we'll get back to that. But yes, let me pull up real quick because I want to be able to show you. Hold on one second. I want to be able to show you what we are talking about when we talk about the book club and the $1 club. But okay, I want to pull up this onto the screen so I can share this with you now. And I want to just let you know, keep in mind, the site is constantly being updated because it's going to be updated to reflect what's happening, what's new. So what you see today may slightly change for tomorrow. But let me share my screen so I can bring you into this. Okay. All right. We're sharing the screen. Okay, we're sharing the screen. So Morning Brew with Germaine. This is the website right now. Discover the brew topics, but I want to go down to also the Morning Brew shop is open. Yes, it's open. I am waiting for my mugs so we can begin to show them live. All right, but let me get into the book club. Okay, so there is a place for frequently asked questions. So if you're unsure, just go click that tab and you'll be able to get more information about what's going on as a reader, a participant, or as an author. All right, and then to join the book club, fill out the form. So let me go here real quick just so you can get an idea. So there is a form, there's a questionnaire for readers and also for authors. Just go through and sign. Now, it's not, so there is a place in here, join for $1 a month, which is going to take you over into our platform where you can join. But first, you got to complete the form, right? And then I got to make some tweaks. So when you join, to be officially joined in, it's going to be over on our, let me go back to this. It's going to be over on Buy Me a Coffee. So it's all tied in with Buy Me a Coffee. You'll see the book club platform, $1 a month. And if you do 12 months at a time, you get a discount. But this is really helping to build the community so we can pour back into the community. Okay. And so, but yes, on the website, you can go in. And then if you're an author and you want to share your story, make sure you go and you submit the form as well. And then we'll be able to go through next steps for that. So, guys, I need your help. Honestly, I need you to share this with people. You may have authors, they do not have to be an HOV publishing author. All authors are welcome. We already started getting submissions in, so all authors are welcome. I am excited about sharing your story. Hey, I'm excited about even meeting you as an author and bringing you to into the family. So, but that's where you have to start at, okay? All right. So, let me go back, and that's on our Morning Brew. Let me just put the banner back up again so you can be able to go and visit the website. All right, guys. So before we bring this all to a close, let me say also that, um, okay, so I do want to say this as we begin to kind of wrap this up. And thank you so much for stopping by, having conversations, and seeing what's new with Morning Brew that you can be a part of. Yes, you can. And like I said, if you're an author and you have a book, it does not have a time limit. Your book could have came out 10 years ago. Your book could have came out yesterday. Doesn't have a time limit. Time limit. Do you want to share on a platform to build your audience so people can purchase your book, begin to read your book, and now let's discuss your book, right? Now, you may be somebody that knows I've been putting this off year after year after year, and I need to get this story out. So now you may be someone that say, okay, now's the time. I think I may have found the right home to be able to partner and keep my intellectual property and still get my book in the marketplace and then still be able to be spotlighted for a whole entire month for people to share in that. Then yes, you too. Um, this is a place for you. Okay. All right. So, and if you're just someone that loves to read, and let's be honest, a lot of times people don't like to always read. So they don't. And there's so many books in the market. This may be able to spark your love for reading again and sharing in somebody else's story, being able to have conversations and discussions around it, being part of a community that you're in your own private space, cozied up with your whole Morning Brew Book Club care package. And we're reading this book together, and then we're coming back together for discussions with the author. That's exciting. All right. So, hey, you never know. Be a part of it. Okay. All right. So, this isn't just a book club, it's going to be a movement of readers, writers, and purpose partners choosing to read with intention and live what we learn. So, it's not just a book, it's so much more. So much more. So, I just want to say, welcome to Book Club Mondays, where every story has a seat at the table. Will it be you? I hope so. So, I want to say once again, thank you so much, guys, for joining in, for giving me the space to, release. It was so necessary, but I thank you. And like I said, welcome to Book Club Mondays. So, tomorrow's Tuesday. We'll be back with something else. And then Wednesday is Mixed Blend Wednesday. I do want to talk a little bit about that because we had a guest on, one of my authors before, who talked really about her story in the space of mental illness and getting what she needed, her treatments, and really taking you through the journey of her story. But what we decided to do, and we're going to wrap up the year with this, we're going to bring back her with a therapist. We're going to bring back Lachelle Beeler with her therapist and with some ladies. And we're going to really get into the discussion of mental health and how it shows up, even when you don't think it might be you. Depression, different ways. But we really want to dive in. So I don't want you to miss that on Mixed Blend Wednesdays. And Fridays is Authors Brew Friday. So who will be the author in studio on Friday? You got to connect so you can see. But with that being said, before we go, I do want to give the opportunity. Let me put this up on the screen. And I want to thank all those that do contribute to Morning Brew with Germaine, to the vision, to the community who sows their seeds. Yes, who financially bless us and sow their seeds for as little as $1. It doesn't matter, whatever's laid on your heart. But please make sure you stop by Morning Brew. No, don't stop by Morning Brew. Stop by buymeacoffee.com substack.com/morning brew with Germaine. And yes, you have the opportunity to go over there and join the community, join the book club for the Dollar Book Club. And if you just feel like I just want to be, I just want to sew into Morning Brew, then you know what? You have different options. So thank you. Thank you so much for thinking of us. All right. And so, with that being said, I'll see you back here Tuesday. Thank you all for stopping by. For those that are new, this is your first time. Welcome to Morning Brew with Germaine. And listen, stop by anytime for coffee. For those that are chiming in from afar, make sure you all just stop by our Morning Brew with Germaine over on YouTube and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you get your notifications and make sure you give us thumbs up that you like us. Also on Facebook, if you were tuning in from Facebook, yes, Facebook now has the option whereas if you want to just give us stars, you can do that too. Now, this is all new to me, so I'm still figuring it all out, but hey, we're living in it and it's happening. So, with that being said, I'll see you all tomorrow for coffee and conversation or whatever you're drinking. So, thank you again. And I love you all so much. Have a great day. Please be safe as you're closing out this year. Okay. All right, guys. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow or I'll see you at some point. Right. But definitely for the book club. Bye. Have a great day. Bye bye.